Don't you let me clueless. I'm just gonna believe what the truth is. You're my rock, I'll never be ruthless. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. Your love is amazing, your love is enough. You keep changing my life, you keep filling my cup. I want all that you want, not a part of it. That's why all I want is you, yeah. All I want is you, yeah. All I want is you, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Amanda. Tonight we are going to be getting our home in order. We're actually going to be taking down some of our bulky Christmas decor and getting our house ready for the new year. Kind of a reset, I guess. So it's about 7:30 right now. It is pitch black outside right now, and the boys are upstairs actually watching a show. So Kyle and I are going to be tackling this together. We have, all of the holiday chaos down here. So it's going to feel really nice just to get everything all put back together. And we're going to kind of treat it as a date night, because if we have to do it, we might as well have fun. So it's just going to be us. We're going to be working together and just tackling this mess. Also, before I forget, Happy New Year. I hope you had a wonderful holiday, and I hope your new year is off to a great start. We are going to really ensure that you are motivated tonight, and we are going to be making sure that our own home is kind of ready for the new year as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Oh my gosh, all of this holiday chaos. It's funny how all of December and even in November, we're just so excited for all the holiday stuff. We want our homes to be filled and cozy and, just all the things. But then I don't know about you guys, I feel like as soon as Christmas is over, I'm just like, okay, just let me reset, let me restart, let me just clear everything out. And I just want to feel that peace, because as much as I love Christmas and all the holidays and all the coziness and magic surrounding it all, I do really crave that peace and calm. And, Christmas just isn't always so peaceful and calming. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of extra. It's just so extra. So I'm really excited for the new year. And I think that's kind of starting in our home. I just want to get things kind of cleared out and get things feeling peaceful. So that's what we're doing tonight. But it's funny because I was just joking with Kyle the other day. I mean, kind of joking, kind of serious, but I was like, I just want to do all the things. I'm excited for the new year, because in the new year, I am getting rid of everything in our house that we don't use and love. And I am going to eat so healthy, and I am this, and we're doing that, and all my, typical new year goals. And as much as I really do want them, it's just funny because it's the same cycle year after year. In the new year, we're so excited and so motivated to get all that done. And then, a few months in, it's you just get tired. And so I don't know where my point is of all of this. I definitely still am motivated to get all the things done, and I'm excited. And I do have faith that a lot of things are going to get better and change, and, we'll make a lot of improvements. But it's just funny how, I remember my mom doing the same thing. It's this is the year we're going to declutter our house. This is the year we're going to do all these things. And so you just got to kind of laugh about it. But anyway, I'm definitely a little bit rambly today. As you can see, we are just starting out in our kitchen, a general tidy in here. I'm also taking down our little squiddy, our little, octopus, whatever you want to call him. If you saw my Christmas clean and decorate, I put up all these ornaments on our dining room light, and I loved it. I thought it was so pretty. And then Kyle walks in, he's like, oh, I like it, but it kind of looks like an octopus or a squid, and I just could not ever unsee it. And it was one of those things I meant to go through and change out the twine for fishing line, and of course it didn't happen, and that's okay. We ended up enjoying it while it was up, but now we're just kind of clearing that out along with, everything else.
Days when I'm lost in your kiss, you look so beautiful. save me without even trying. I got a feeling like never before that all of these miles were worth it. Chasing your heart and running the ghosts, 'cause I will be loved by you.
So once we got the kitchen pretty nice and cleaned up, I went ahead and started taking down our hot cocoa bar. This is one thing that we love so much during Christmas time, but eventually it kind of wears off the excitement because it's here for like 2 months. And we're just kind of ready to get our counter space back, kind of take away a little bit of that extra chaos. And we'll just go back to, you know, if you want a hot cocoa, you can get it, but it's gonna be in the cabinet just like regular. So even though it's a little bit sad to be taking it down, it also just feels nice to get that space back. But let me know in the comments if you do a hot cocoa bar. And we don't drink coffee, but if you drink coffee, do you have like a coffee bar going on all year round? I would love to know like how you guys do that. And then you can also see we're actually taking out our Keurig. We had the Keurig for a long time. It was just really nice and convenient to make like single cups of hot water or whatever because we drink mud water. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like a weird mushroom blend thing, but it kind of tastes like chocolate and cinnamon and spices. It's really yummy, but it has like a little bit of an earthy taste in the beginning. Anyway, I'm getting off track, but we actually got this hot water pitcher or electric kettle several months ago, and we have loved it. And ever since getting that, we really just have not been using our Keurig, so that is the first thing that we're going to be kind of putting away.
Got a bit out of control. When they found out we ran from home just to scare them, we were free. When we were 17. When we got older, we tried to stay in touch.
Next, we moved into the living room and we're just starting to kind of organize all of the toys. We have baskets and things from all the boys' Christmas gifts. And one of the things that we got for Christmas this year was water bottles. I don't know how many times our boys have gone through water bottles. I feel like we get, you know, semi-high quality ones anymore, and still they get broken or whatever. I don't know how it happens, but we finally decided to invest in some high quality ones this year. We got those for Christmas. And then to make it a little bit more special, we actually got some water bottle stickers. So the boys were each able to like really customize their own water bottles, make them really fun and exciting. And it's like, you know, probably not the most exciting thing to them, but that was my most exciting thing was getting everyone water bottles and just having them be able to like really customize them. And I'm really hoping that this is the last water bottle we're gonna have to get for a very, very long time. So fingers crossed. But anyway, you can see the living room kind of coming together. Kyle is just slowly taking up each of the boys' baskets up to the room, and they can go ahead and put away all of their Christmas toys and gifts. And then while he's doing that, I'm just kind of straightening up the pillows, straightening up all of the blankets. And shortly we will start putting away the Christmas tree, which is kind of sad, but also it just feels so much more fresh in here now that we have it all put away.
When we were younger, we used to sit on the grass.
Now that we have everything kind of tidied up downstairs and we have the furniture rearranged again, it's just feeling like that breath of fresh air after like the Christmas chaos. So next we're going to start working on taking all the ornaments off the tree, taking the tree down, then we'll kind of work our way upstairs into the loft area, get that decor taken down. And for now, I think I'm going to leave this Christmas decor up here on the shelves just because when you take it down, it's like immediately you need to start redecorating up there. Otherwise it just looks so bare and so cold almost, like it's just not warm and cozy, and I'm just not ready to tackle that quite yet. But thankfully down here we decorate less full on Christmas and more like winter wonderland, so it still kind of fits anyway. It doesn't look out of place. So we're gonna leave that up, but we'll go ahead and start working on this bed boy.
When that sleep won't come and you've cried your sum, let it come to you. There's nothing you can do until I see you smile just below those eyes that tell me you're okay. It's written on your face.
The first thing we did in taking down the tree is just starting to pull down all of the ornaments. So we have like a few different kinds. We have just our regular jingle bells, ornaments, whatever you call them, and we're just tossing those into the bucket. Thankfully, they are all non-breakable ornaments or whatever those are called. I remember growing up, we used to have those glass ornaments. I don't really think non-breakable ornaments were a thing. And if they fell, they would shatter into 1,000 pieces. And I am so thankful that now like breakable ornaments are not so much of a thing, or at least not in our house. They are definitely not. And so they drop and it's just not a big deal. So anyway, we don't have to be too careful putting those away. We just drop them into the bucket. But we do have some specialty ornaments that we get. We just get like a family ornament each year. And those ones we just wrap in paper towels. And it's funny because I was joking with Kyle, like, I wonder how old some of these paper towels are. They are probably like 10, 11, 12 years old, because we'll just wrap the new one in some new paper towels each year. But we started doing this tradition back when Kyle and I first got married. So back in 2009, and we have done that every single year. Plus, whenever we would have the boys, we would get them their first ornament and all that kind of stuff. So we just have a ton of those, and those are just really fun and special to add onto the tree. And then once we got all the ornaments taken off, we went ahead and took down the garland. And finally, we were ready to start breaking apart this Christmas tree. And if you saw our vlog where we decorated our Christmas tree a little bit late in the season, but you know, it was decorated. Our Christmas tree is several years old now, but it actually has been, like, the lights on it have been starting to go out. And it's funny because it's literally like at every break, the lights are out. So I don't know. I think we'll still continue to use it, but I'm not looking forward to having to bring out lights. This year, we just used it as it was and called it our zebra tree and called it a day.
It can only get better, and this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. This is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better. And this is only a measure. It can only get better. It can only get better.
Next, we moved back into the kitchen because I meant to do this earlier and I totally forgot to take down the garland. But this was one of my favorite things that we did this year for decorating for Christmas because it was so simple. And I feel like a lot of times our kitchen doesn't really end up looking very decorated for Christmas, pretty much because I don't want 1,000 things on the counter just for decoration. Instead of leaving things pretty bare in here, we did just add this string of garland on the top. And as you can see, we only needed the 3 pieces, but it just made it such a big difference in there. It just looked so cozy and inviting, but still kept the kitchen really functional. And then once the garland came down, I just started vacuuming up the area kind of under the Christmas tree. And of course, there was like, you know, a million pieces of glitter. I don't even know how that happens because I swear we don't have a ton of decor pieces with glitter, but every single year it never fails. There's a ton of pine needles and a ton of glitter, so we got that kind of tackled. And then since I had the vacuum out, I just went ahead and vacuumed up the rest of the floor and got everything kind of cleaned up that way.
For anyone else, but here I am with you. So I put my hesitations on the shelf, 'cause this is what I choose. This will be the easiest thing if I let it, and I can't be too afraid to fall. So I'm leaving everything on the table. You can have my heart. Oh, I know a love like this doesn't come around every day, and I just can't bring myself to
So here I'm just putting away some of our holiday decor that I had taken down mostly from the kitchen and like a few random spots in the living room. And I'm just putting those in one of our containers. But let me know in the comments if you already took down your holiday decor, or are you doing kind of what we're doing where we take down our tree and a few things, but we're leaving up some of the winter decor for now. And if you're someone who takes down everything all at once, let me know, are you decorating now for winter? Are you decorating for spring already, or do you just put up like your regular everyday decor? I feel like once I go ahead and take all of our decor down, I'm going to be decorating with like just our regular everyday, you know, not really a seasonal decor or anything. And then probably sometime in March, I'll end up pulling up the spring decor and getting that put up and just bring a little bit more life and florals and greenery and things like that into the space. Moving on to our banister, this is another one of my favorite things. I feel like all my favorite things are just the really natural looking things like the garland. It just gives off such a simple way to decorate and I just love it. But as much as I love it, it is, you know, pretty invasive to have your whole stairway kind of draped in garland. So we went ahead and took all of that down. And this year we actually didn't use zip ties, we used ribbon, and that worked out really nice just because it didn't scratch anything. It was just really perfect.
This is either a great idea or a terrible idea. I don't know which one. Guess I should start up here.
Because like I could just blow all of this stuff off with my leaf blower.
Time stops when we're alone. You got my love, don't let it go. Feels like we're paper thin, one step away from caving in. When you're out where all the wild roams, and you're looking for a way back home, I'll be the light that only you can see. You can see. I'll be here when things go south. We can take our time just to figure it out. I'll be here when all gets lost. We can count on hope when there's rivers to cross.
Once the downstairs was all cleared out, we went ahead and moved into the loft area. And this was actually really fun to undecorate because if you remember earlier in the season, we had just barely finished the makeover on this loft. Prior to that, it was not a living room. It was just like a, I don't know, mismatched area. It didn't really have a full purpose. And it was definitely not utilized. Now it's become one of our favorite spaces in the house. We're always up here just hanging out. But anyway, we finished the loft makeover, and then it was like the next week I decorated for Christmas up here. And so it was like we never got to just enjoy it being in its natural state, if you will. It was just almost always filled with all the Christmas goodies, which was fun and festive. But now that we're kind of out of that phase, I guess, we're just really excited to kind of get it back to its more simple state.
When we're alone, you got my love, don't let it go. Feels like we're paper thin, one step away from caving in. When you're out where all the wild roams, and you're looking for a way back home, I'll be the light that only you can see. You can see. I'll be
Finally, the last step was just to tackle the floors. So Kyle's just in here vacuuming, and I also wanted to get your opinion on something. So in that last clip, you saw that little desk area. It's like the built-in desk. We are going to be tackling all of our bathrooms upstairs this year, and I'm also going to be working on that built-in desk area and just kind of transforming that a bit. But I've seen some different suggestions on what color to paint that desk area. And I was initially thinking to keep it light and do maybe like a white or something, but I've seen some suggestions on painting it black, like our accent wall in here, and I kind of thought that was interesting too. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. I would love to hear any ideas you have.
Time stops when we're alone. You got my love, don't let it go.
Oh, girl, it must be you again. You have gone straight to my head. Take the pills and go to bed, but I'm still hooked on this.
I hope today's video was super motivating for you. I hope it gave you the motivation that you're needing to tackle your own home. Let me know in the comments if you have already undecorated for Christmas or if you're leaving it up for a little while longer. And if you have big, huge New Year's goals like I do, be sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on all of that kind of motivation, because we are going to be doing our best to tackle all of it and get everything done as quickly and as efficiently and as realistic as possible. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I'm so thankful that you're here. And if you need some more motivation, I'm going to link this video over on the right side of the screen. You definitely want to check this one out.